Some miserable draconian TV patriarchs, obsolete, inebriated, bloodshot-eyed senators, oh, to put it mildly, questionable House of Reps, lie of the land admirals, perjuring lieutenant colonels, dish-rag attorney generals, namby-pamby political Pentecostals, macho drug smugglers, killer arms dealers, consultant traffickers in blood money, multi-million-dollar fraud Pentagon schemers, techno-military industrial complex corrupt wed tech Silverado lowlifes, slimy Eagle Scout presidential wannabes, warring God realm terrorists, DOE mainliners, shut off! Not a woman amongst ye! Ye lily-livered, walloping big wheels, judges of my world? I'll make your semen dry up, your genitalia will wither in the wind. I'm still going to vote. You better vote too. Okay, I think I'll read next. These are some versions from the Therigatha. These are nuns' poems, Buddhist nuns' poems from the Pali Canon. They were written down in about 80 BC, but were based on a much earlier oral tradition that goes back, in fact, in some cases to the time of the Buddha. And these were women who had often, suffered incredible hardship, tragedies in their own personal situations, and had found the precious Dharma, left home, became wandering mendicants, and so on. So I'll read a little, just a few of these. This is Ampabali speaking. And she was she had observed, she had been a nun in a former life. She had been spit on in the front of a shrine, and she was rebuked as a prostitute. She'd been a prostitute. What prostitute has been spitting in this place? Her name means mango protectress or mango guardian. And then she came to birth spontaneously at the foot of a mango tree, and actually became quite wealthy as a courtesan, and gave money to build various hermitages and viharas on her land. And this is a playful meditation on the 32 parts of an aging woman's body. I've been investigating hag energy in the last few years. I think it's the antidote to these white males. So I'll read Ampabali Speaks. Once my hair was black like the color of bees, alive, curly, now it is dry like bark fibers of hemp. I'm getting old, this is true, I tell you the truth. Covered with flowers, my head was fragrant like a perfumed box. Now because of old age, it smells like dog's fur. Thick like a grove, it used to be beautiful. Ends parted by comb and pin, now it's thin, I'm telling the truth. This was a head with fine pins once, decorated with gold, plaited so beautiful, now bald. My eyebrows were like crescents, exquisitely painted by artists. Now, because of old age, they droop down with wrinkles. Ah, I'm telling the truth. My eyes used to be shiny, flash brilliant as jewels. Now they don't look so good. My nose was like a delicate peak. Now it's a long pepper. This scarecrow is telling the truth. My earlobes once, can you believe it, were like well-fashioned bracelets. Now they're heavy with creases. Formerly my teeth were pearly white, now they're broken and yellow. Indeed, this is the truth. Sweet was my singing like a cuckoo in the grove. Now my voice cracks and falters. Hear it? These words are true. My neck used to be soft like a well-rubbed conch shell. Now it bends, broken, and my arms were round like crossbars. Now they're weak as the patali tree. My hands were gorgeous, used to be gorgeous, covered with signet rings decorated with gold. Now they're like onions and radishes. This is true, I tell you. And formerly my breasts looked great, round, swelling, close together, lofty. Now they hang down like waterless water bags. My body used to be shiny as a sheet of gold. Now it is covered with very fine wrinkles. Both thighs, and this was once considered a compliment, looked like elephants' trunks. Very interesting. I swear I'm telling you the truth now. They're like stalks of bamboo. My feet used to be elegant, like shoes of soft cotton wool. Now they're cracked and wrinkled. This hag speaks true. Once I had the body of a queen. Now it's lowly, decrepit, an old house, plaster falling off. Sad but true. So that's Ampa Bali. And this is actually a nun who I think started as became a young nun, and her name is Suba. And I've titled this Muna's Toy. And she's being propositioned. A young man tried to seduce Bhikkhuni Suba as she was entering Jivaka's tantalizing mango grove. Why do you stop me? What have I done to you? It's not right to proposition a nun. I've been trained in the precepts, you not. I'm pure, you're unpure. On top of that, you're obnoxious. Get out of my way. But you're young and beautiful. Cast off that silly yellow robe, and let's make love in this wood. Blossoms smell sweetly from the tall trees. Spring is a happy season. Let's make love in this flowering wood. The trees cry out when shaken by wind. It's wonderful and frightening. What fun can you have alone in the wood? You could get lost. The forest is haunted. You want to go it alone? Haunted with wild beasts, rutting, savage elephants. You could go about a forest like this, like a little gold idol. Just be my little doll. You'd have beautiful clothes. I'd be your slave. But first, let's lie down in this grove together. O Canary, elf of the forest with languid eyes, do as I say, please. I'll make you happy. Come, live in my house, but first, come lie down with me. You'll live in a palace of verandas and terraces, a palace with women attending you. You'll wear the finest muslin from Benares, garlands, creams. I'll give you ornaments of precious stones, gold work, pearls, anything you want. Just come lie down with me, come. He says almost to himself. A blue lotus rises up with gorgeous blossoms, preyed on by water sprites. Great, no other man has ever touched her. She, what seems to infatuate you so much? Me and this carrion-filled body of mine? Look again, what makes you speak like this? He, it's your eyes like a gazelle. Your eyes like the elf. Your eyes make me wild. They're like buds of a lotus, spotless as gold. I'm crazy with desire for you. Even if you go away, I'll never forget your miracle eyes and long lashes, pure gaze. No eyes are dearer to me. He reaches for her. She, you're crazy. You're on the wrong track. You want the moon as a toy. You want to jump over Mount Meru. You want the impossible. You're trying to seduce a child of the Buddha. I desire no one now, no lust for any man. Desire has been scattered like sparks from burning coal. It's poison. Forget it. No lust for any man. Can't see him. I've slain the root and branch of lust through following the noble path. Tempt someone else if you can, but forget Suba, who doesn't see any man. I'm awake in the midst of praise, blame, pain, pleasure, all composite opposites, all conditioned things are disgusting. I tell you, my mind doesn't cling to anything at all. The darts are extracted from my heart, wounds healed, no more intoxicants. I've seen puppets and dolls fastened by strings and sticks who are made to dance in crazy ways. Once the strings and sticks are removed, then what? Once they're thrown away, mutilated, scattered, lost, broken to bits, then what? This little body, this phantom body does not exist. A puppet can't exist without sticks and strings. If something does not exist without phenomenon, on what can you fix your mind? You see a picture on a wall smeared with yellow ointment. Is that it? You're confused. You've mistaken the thing, the image for the thing itself. Oh, blind one, I tell you, you run after an empty thing, a mirage, a golden tree at the end of a dream, a puppet show in the middle of a crowd, delusion, conjurer's tricks, forget it. An eye is a ball set in a hollow with a bubble in the middle, briny tears. It secretes slime too. Here, look at this. The young maiden plucks out her eye to give to her seducer. She is unattached. She has a calm mind. Oh, he's horrified. His passion dies on the spot. He begs forgiveness. Oh, please put it back. Please become whole again. Forgive me, I won't trouble you again. Please put your sight back. You pierced me all right. I embraced fire. I seized a poisonous snake. Oh, please put your eye back. The nun then visited the excellent Buddha, and on seeing her virtue, Buddha restored her eye. So those are nuns from a long time ago speaking. And next I'd like to read Dementia Mensis poem. And this was written in response to a male critic who said women poets were just writing about their menstrual periods or writing out of them or something, using them in some way. So this was a response, and it's a kind of ritual enactment. Crack in the world. I see the crack in the world. My body thinks it, sees the gaping crack in the world. My body does it for me to see. Blood flowing through the body crack. Body, send your rivers to the moon. Body, twist me to the source of the moon. It turns me under a wave. It sets up the structure to make a baby, then tears it down again. Architecture of womb, body haunting me. Someone is always watching the ancient flow. It doubles up my mind, ovum not fertilized. I see the crack in the world. Thoughts intersect in the body. He must not keep me down. Let me go my way alone tonight. No man to touch me. A slash in me. I see the slash in the world tonight. It keeps me whole, but divides me now. Out on land to bleed. Out on street to bleed. In the snow, blood, oh, this is a South American song. Scent of oleander, or this is a cactus song. Sing of a blood flower, a rose in the crotch, oh, collapsible legs. My body enchanted me to this. My body demented to this. It is endometrium shedding. I am compressed in the pressure of my heart. It is life pursuing the crack in the world. Between worlds, between thoughts, a vacant breath. Words won't do it. Ovum not fertilized. The man hasn't done it. I cover every contingency. The catty one or Puritan walking in a fecund world. Words sing to me of endometrium collapse. Words go down to my belly, back swelling to put my body next to the earth. This is periodic. It comes at the full moon. Let me go howling in the night. No man to touch me. Don't fathom my heart tonight, man. No one wants to be around this factory, this beautiful machine, but I shun your company anyway. My flexible body imagines the crack. See the crack in the universe. The curse, the glorious curse is upon me. Don't come to my house. Don't expect me at your door. I'm in my celibacy rags. My anthropocentric heart says there's a crack in the world tonight. It's a long woman's body. It's a break in the cycle of birth and death. It's the rapid proliferation of cells building up to die. I make up the world and kill it again and again. I offer my entrails to the moon. Ovum not fertilized. Architecture haunting me. Collapsible legs, you must carry the world. You get away from me. You keep your distance. I will overpower you with my scent of life and death. You who came through the crack in my world, you men who came out of me, back off. Words come out of the belly, groaning as the world is pulled apart. Body enchanted to this, body elaborated on this, body took the measure of the woman to explain the fierceness of this time, walking on the periphery of the world. I'm on this female body stuff. I can't resist this. He's called writing. And putting a hand to a body, examine a body. And putting it thus to a body, examine a body. I stroke the top of my head from the part down. The hair is asymmetrical. It stops short on one side like a boy's. On the other it bobs out. And putting a hand to a body, examine a body, and putting it thus to a body, examine a body underneath. Near the neck, the hairs are dyed black, they're wiry. I caress my neck, skin soft under chin. I pull at my earlobes, chilled, to give them back life. I place both hands over my face as if to apply water, apply cream. I bite my fingers to feel alive. Then my face feels my face. My face feels my face. My face feels my fingers, my hands slightly rough. And putting a hand to a body, examine a body. I touch my lids. What eyes look back through my touch? I can't stand to feel this desire at attention at desk. I lie down. I touch myself between the legs. You imagine the rest. I return. It is the same. Ah, the desire. Ah, the writing. Ah, the desire. Ah, the fulfilling of the writing. At desk, the writing. Ah, the writing. At bed, the desire. At desk, the desire. Ah, the desire. Ah, but the writing. Desire. Ah, writing. And putting my hand to a body. Examine a body. I never get out of writing, but getting out to desire. It was an arrival from desk to bed and back. Ah, the desire. Ah, the writing. Ah, the desire. Ah, but the writing. I'd like to read from this long work Joe mentioned. I'll skip around a bit. It's called Iovis. Iovis actually comes from a phrase in Virgil, Iovis omnia plena, all is full of Jove, his sperm presumably to people space. And it's a great argument and celebration and diatribe and weave, collage of male energy, working with a lot of different materials, letters of my grandfather, the turn of the century. There are translations from Mayan codices, other kinds of texts there, dream material, conversations with my child. I sent out a questionnaire to male friends, asking them about specific experiences, and I'll read a bit of that, Iovis. And each section, there are about 23 sections in this first book of the poem, and each section has a little prose narrative sort of describing the process of the poet's consciousness as she's moving through these various landscapes and materials and obstacles, and then it opens out into the poem, often not necessarily reflecting or resonating with the prose, but I'll give a taste of that as well. And this section is called Hem of the Meteor. The poet travels in dreams, skirting the hem of Zeus's robe, which sways like an orbit of sexual prowess. She moves through the lives of particular men as a kind of sympathetic magic to catch experience. She wants the men to do the same, change into women. She travels to Berlin and into narrow annals of literary and military history, which take her to certain conclusions about how to call the name of war. Her friend, the priest, writes from Rome in a kind of conversion experience. She listens to the young boys and records a conversation, anxious they will survive, and writes too in a kind of twilight language, intoxicated, typing quickly now. Marginal expressions, the speech and aspiration of gay men, transsexuals need to be heard. Pondering this, she continues to honor the hermaphrodite as the ultimate mental state, although she cautions it to have no expectations at the gates of heaven, because it is an intolerant Christian heaven on the base level. She ingests magic mushrooms to prove a capricious point, possibly about the other gateways, the ayatanas, literally the doors of the senses. She expands further into the universe through ritualized thinking, tells more stories. She left that desperado behind, languishing on the banks of the river. He could not fulfill the writing assignments. Dear hermaphrodite, ¿Cómo está la arroz? Está frito, mon. Bloodshot stars in a void, eyes off, shot from a gun, hem of the meteor, Zeus. no sleep, lines between two eyes, aim carefully, scent of human realm. First sex, a dark room in Nogales, Sonoma, like Jack, lost it in a whorehouse, $5 even, 16 years old, 60 miles south of Wilmot Avenue, Tucson. Taxi driver laughed, Zona Roja, si, and the father pimp chuckled, guiding my friend and me, laughed even harder when we asked if we could do it in the same room. No, this is no good idea. Follow me, let me show you Maria. And it stunk like urine, the room. And she was probably about 20, 22, chunky. And here I start to undress her, every romantic notion, a dream to undress a woman. Syphilis, I did not love her, yet had this odd respect for her. My hair was first covering eyebrows, child's method of wearing hair, break flowers. I was frolicking in front of your gate when you come riding on bamboo stilts. You ride on bamboo horse, come. Astrophysics, lapsus memoriae, love and penetrate my hope through a dense forest. And was taken a virgin by all of you to find the way, rather spotted than dead. And do I breathe? And does he move? He is a current in me. And does he move the current in me? Snake lore, penetration of trouble, hissing in the ear. The song of love me, speak of him, oh, speak of it, convivial and persuasive. Oh is a thrust, and oh a thrust, curling and striking. My Carmelites, do not desert me. Dear Anne, you and Allen Ginsberg and I are standing outside some kind of old back east type brick near tenement apartment where I just moved in. He's wearing a bright and slightly tattered orange woolen sweater that looks scratchy but is really very soft. Everything he says to me, you rephrased in order to be certain that I understand it thoroughly. This is not annoying. Okay, I give you pleasure. Okay, mister, I give you pain. Living on the parameter of the chthonic. Here you can see every sort of person as if you had come to the underworld. Take a look. Oh, sing how you men are weapon prone, how you are prone of heat and battle. Sing, Odysseus, men are weapon prone. Again, come then and put your sword in my sheath. Sing, oh, sing how you men are prick prone. Let us two go up to bed. She, the other sword, lying together in this bed of moan. Here the streams flow with ambrosia by Jove's bed of love. Cocinando. Now I have to tell you how offering up a hamburger probably saved my life. On December 27th, I went to the Rome airport to pick up someone. I got to arrivals at 8:50, saw on the TV monitor that the TWA plane was 20 minutes late, so I sauntered on up to departures to look at the faces in the crowd, as I love to do. I walked past LL and TWA booths. At the far end of the terminal building, there's a small bar with a number of tables for a quick snack. There was a sign saying, hamburgers, 3,000 lira. Well, old Tom is always hungry, loves hambies, and they are not easy to find in this city of pasta and wine. So I thought maybe a quick hamburger while I wait. Then I thought, no, too early in the morning. I watched the faces happily eating and chatting, looked at my watch, which said 9:02, turned and headed down the door, down the steps to arrivals. Well, you probably know what happened at 9:06. Hand grenades and machine gun bursts, 13 dead, now 16 and 70 wounded. I heard the bombs from downstairs, saw a large mass of people running, panicked, some with blood flying from them. Police forced all of us out into the parking lot. A few hours later, I found my shaken passenger and returned to Rome. I think the goddess whispered in my ear, no hamburger this morning. Because eating one, I would certainly have been standing in front of that bar, and that bar was the first place one Arab turned his gun. Oh, be careful, be very careful. These are my tides of blameless, I thank you. They are against my tides or sides of blameless, I thank you. And as a writer, madre, and as a writer, a green light to reorder my world, to fasten this male's mind to a star. And today we're seeing an event in time 55,000 years ago, and scoundrels spooked by their own shadows so thick, a striking grasp of opposites, nova through the keyhole of his eye. I hear you, speak sagely through the deathless mouth. November 10th, 1914, Ezra Pound writes a prospectus for a new College of Arts and proposes schooling which stresses contact with artists of established position, creative minds, men for the most part who have already suffered in the cause of their art. They are speaking, the 2-year-olds in the garden center stage, the 5-year-olds in garden center stage. 8 years old now. I'm sick really wounded, get some mint leaves, they'll cure you. It's too late almost, I'm shot bad. We have medicine in the wagon, dresses his wound. Feeling any better? Twist it up more. I'm going to get me some new weapons. Who's the enemy now? The new religion. Yeah, pray to a dollar bill. Muslims got some fancy weapons. Allah ate a novelist too. Jesus saves, ha, but look, Buddha's just a guy. Anyway, it's a robotical war now. Let's play robotical war now. Mise en scène. He took me to Kreuzberg and wept, showing me the place of destruction. He, with the Baltic eyes, the asphalt lyric of Nazi Germany, schadenfroh, maliciousness, small-mindedness. This practice, as you may have noticed, shifts the attention to the ongoing processes of the mind, sitting against the condition we have. Clap your hands, the lights go on. Don Giovanni waltzes back into my arms with an aria or two. My Europe's blood holds his sperm. We got on the turnpike, turned off at Mount Holly, past Fort Dix, went down along the Pine Barrens to Hamilton, then took a diagonal to Vineland. The trip ended in Bridgeton, Cumberland County. It was different than taking the D train to Coney. And yet this writing is not my own subject or bloodshot eyes through void, through dream stars in void. Come out of your box now, eyes go off, shot from the meteor, Zeus. And my muse is my destiny, oh yes, and he, not wife, not heart, he not beautiful dreamer, and he not shrew, not shrieker, not the mailman, the robotical genius, not the one with the most personality, not the bookworm, not the avenging father, not the jealous brother, not the invalid, not the mechanic, nor the roofer, not the drain man, not the sycophant, not the celebrity, not the Lotus Land habitué, or the star of popular musics, not the country and western star, not school teacher, the one I love so much, not the one, not the explorer of forest and jungle, but what, oh tinge is a lover's question. Another God says, cocaine prevents the brain, governs the crown, prevents the heart, governs the tongue from calming itself down. You are heated for dwelling in a kind of tent appliance. Me and my mind, we get away. Dear Anne, Happy New Year. Here's check for January. Please let me know any plans regarding apartment for sale sign no longer on building. Does that mean anything? Fun to see you. I've made a lot of headway in new book and working on long Roman numeral poem about the history of the corset, which I'm also illustrating, plus have new poems too, so I guess being here has been inspiring. Sad about Ricky Nelson. His song, Poor Little Fool, was always one of my favorites. Love radio emotions. On the radio, hearing my emotions on the radio, usually the male protagonist hearing my emotions was the I was seeing falling in love again with the gods in the stories on the radio. In the radio, emotions were drawn like stars, and every lover was one in conjunction to me, all in a constellation of emotions on the radio. In the radio, emotions, and the music was heartbeat, and to break your heart, falling in love with the girls inside the radio, emotions. Their names repeat names of all the girls. She won't succumb the long night listening to a radio with you, matinee idol dead. Me born on hem of war, arise out of father sperm, head full sprung, think too much. For sure a hag is she is truce to stand on tween gender and her politic body, because she is painted child. She sings along because they made of her painted preteen child. Teen calls to her in the song because they made of her poet. She is surely in the air, and in the song's emotion, desiring radio emotion. I keep a little picture of some crazy pop song idol in the rafters, because he made of me what they made of me, form of a radio emotion. Then call again, girl child, desire, or child, but child to sing across a wounded galaxy, mi donna prega. Out of this torque and spit comes logic of donna mi prega. She won't give up her fit of anger or song. I lock my door like hot running water. The creative is speaking, how the sons of immigrants go back to fight in the ancestral homelands. Now you know you are American. Now you know how this is preserved in memory. You know how memory is cunning, that sex is early on the girl's mind. Now you know all manner of speaking. Pui ne istasi ton leaforion. There is not more hope than this to find the right bus. Athens, which is city built on extension of Hestia's hearth, the head split in two, and something is noticed in the duality of city life, in and out, outer and inner, working daily for the virgin spinster who would like to make sense of all those trade routes, know who went, where, when, and little amphora handles are clues to great travelers with goods who plunged ahead to carry with them their genetic structures, among other things, and all the manifestations of all the senses, color, texture, taste, smell, sight, the spice of day, the silk of midnight. Eovis omnia plena, the world is full of you, my lingering one, lingam of any century of this old papa's realm, of this sweet love and sweat, dear Father who made me so on battlefield of Mars, whose seed got dipped, got used, and cannibalized to be this witness such, and eke out her income, her life, her light on bed of love. Earth, oh, earth is my number. Oh, earth is numbered to be joined by you, old grandfather sky, and harking back to he who is genetics to any plump German girl or any paranoid Huguenot daughter. I can take him or leave him juiced out over many wars. And all these messages are light of me, all life of me who receives them in guise of any way you want, hemmed in, prepubescent, in the long lunchroom hour. I conquer you. A personal message. Dearest Anne, there is so much more I wish I could say to you. This test has been enjoyable and frustrating in equal amounts. Sometimes I wonder why I bother, but when I hear you and certain colleagues of yours read, it at times seems worthwhile. Looking at you, I see a romantic, an idealist, a revolutionary. You seem to call it the way you see it and have no qualms about nailing the jello-faced abominations, my line, to the wall. You don't have any aversion to graphically describing sexuality, pain, life, death, the reality of what it means to be men and women. If I seem nihilistic and cynical, it is because I am a heartbroken utopian dreamer and romantic who is slammed up against the gray wall of reality a considerable number of times. I live for vengeance, a sort of poetic justice. I really would like to be a successful novelist, and my audience response at this most recent reading was better than usual. And I got positive feedback from Rick, Andy, Tom. Poetry is even more fun than drugs. You were right about that. I've got Bill Burroughs Sr. up on my wall, smoking a joint and looking right through you. There's beer in the fridge, Joan arbitrating on the radio. Whatever you would tell me, I probably would take it seriously. The battle with the ugly spirit is not to be discounted. Me and my whole little faction of friends and lovers wave at you, smile, flip the bird, and blow a kiss. Here in exile, I wish to know how I can best serve all those I left behind. Gregory Corso said something to the effect of, if you take your shit and show it to some poet and he says, this sucks, you gotta say, fuck you, man, you're full of shit, I'm a poet. Burroughs said, there will be no self-pity in the ranks. I would really like to have the definitive quote from you. And if you want to tell me I have the whole damn thing wrong, I'll listen. Forever yours, your hopelessly sentimental and incompetent warrior in disgrace. D'accord, that is the place to be. D'accord with him, a place to go down on him with no music to prop this boy love. Extend to boy, it is the truth of me when I needed him and I was hard on him to stay. To prop this boy love, to be this fast, hard boy love. I be it in me, in him, to fast this love, to fasten as I was hard on him, to prop his love, a violation and a forgetting, to prop all love. For I was hard on him to be a boy, and love of the boy to be a boy. Go by, boy, yours in the ranks of any promise of manhood. And you are no music, you are no manhood, yet you our wonder. I am spectator once. Oh boy, ye Guelphs, listen, this makes sense. And I'd like to read a little bit from the end section, which is called You Reduce Me to an Object of Desire. She is exhausted, yet questions as ever the male godhead. Fat Almighty, an avatar of Allah, proves soft, long Armageddon dream, backdrop of war, segues into an acceptance of her power as twin of the male, and perhaps the better artist because she does write down her unflinching vision and is willing to love her enemy. The boy teases and calls her back from her role as sober superwoman. My son is the sort of Virgil for this poem. The final cry of the heart and deception of the doctor is a subtle reclamation of territory, her own body. Her doctrine is desire, but she is no longer an object. Zzz, touch a nerve. Zzz, mashallah. Zzz, lamb light, the prisoner. Zzz, goad on, zzz, father, incline thy ear, zzz, to hear of fury spent, of father's blood, zzz, son spent, of mother's blood, zzz, and hero, a dusky weapon to be sprung in wrath. Incline an ear, zzz, none give him welcome. Why incline the ear to hear the intellect rule her? Zzz, madness, sudden panic, for she is twin. How did she get so even zzz in the night to hear how he clamors for blood? But she is smart. In the name of the land he rages on, Allah, Allah, zzz, to name it his name, but she steals his words to slay a demon in the same night. Zzz, in his calling she steals his sex and becomes his own head, for he has a woman's heart. In mixing of the wine which is forbidden, drink offers a grace, yet curses, unseen curses shall bar him from himself. Zzz, but she will enter the temple dishonored, zzz, but mightily empowered. Oh, teach me, oh Father, the marginal life, zzz, how by word or action to zzz, live the fight, day charged into night. How to live, female, night sky, zzz, as sentence, not stand in doom. Or as suppliant, not stand in doorway, blocking light, as suppliant, voice intact, as suppliant, peaceful load for the house of Atreus, as suppliant, may these lips be moved in song. As Maasai warrior, get circumcised, dress like women, paint your face and shoot at the diminutive birds with little bows and arrows, zzz, they say, so strong in hope, a woman's heart, whose purpose is a man's, zzz, a gap in my life. Zzz, I was a mutant, but zzz, a gold tooth in a mouth proclaiming, zzz, a gap in my life. But mafiosa out of here, zzz, yet silhouette of a high priestess, her own mind was to zzz, the hair of a pearl in whose heart or memory of Keats's tomb in Rome. I thank you, dear Hermes Trismegistus, you could play all the roles. You could be hidden God, demiurge, Holy Ghost. You could be messenger of all the little people. You could be prophet Idris. You could be Mercury. You could be father of all the gods. You could be intellectus, light of my mind. I thank you. And dear Anne, and the idea of Naropa Institute. I was on my way. I've been sending you clippings in haiku as a warning. I was on my way, your undercover poet. Remembering a couple of years ago, I'd been through so much since then. Maybe it was 3 or 4. Ray Manzarek and Michael McClure were to teach a workshop. I was on my way to find form. But something happened. The video police kicked down the walls, broke into my bedroom, my composing room, kidnapped, drugged, and brainwashed me. They had me eating garbage on Venice Beach, dragged me off to LA County Jail, had me hallucinating on a combination of drugs and what I think was virtual reality. I was on my way, so they kicked their way into my brains too. I got an elementary lecture on segregation, oil power, oil power, $10,000, power and power. I'm in a psych unit right now. The stuff is still in my head. I feel I'm being held down by Lilliputians. I hope this is not permanent. Be-bip, be-bo-bo, be-bip, be-beep, be-bo-bo. All the men ride my mind, yet death is death. Deliver me, one says, you are which. And as a kid, I remember identifying the earliest I can recall with Donald Duck. And now I realize this was probably because he was the classic imaginative fuck-up. Never gave the lie to the adult male myth we were brought up to admire, never had a job, got by somehow, had amazing adventures, never took maturity seriously, even when the nephews put him down for his lack of serious plans, abilities. In fact, they were more adult in outlook than he was, what with their junior woodchuck book of rules, etc. And then I suppose I had the usual peer group film heroes, cowboys mostly at that point. But I doubt even then I thought of them as any kind of possible future model for myself, just that furious inviolability I felt for a few moments coming out of the theater, blast of air, Clark in love with celluloid. And that you are, a satisfied one beyond monotheism. You reduce me to an object of desire, but I come back again, never reject anything. You reduce me to an object of desire, never reject anything. You slave under the illusion of every beauty mark, every defect to catch me unawares, off guard. You control the arrangement of room, of meal, of conversation. Ideas come to you. The fixation is complete in its optimism, in its colonial offerings. I am the little colony. Who will save me? Who inhabits my oil wells, my missionary zeal, my quixotic poetry? Who indeed surfaces to take my hand and walk me across the desert and then across the plains? Then we climb the mountain. I'll lead you to the ocean. I know the way. You will be baptized in my ocean, in my fire. Who will live to tell the story? You try, reduce me to an object of desire. You enter my tent. The lamp is extinguished by wind. Father is a kind of wind, and you are his son. You know your business, but I am twin, and earth is bed and grave. I am calm again, and I was vessel for this wind. Just tell me that. It was a torrent inside me. Just tell me that. Just tell me that. Give me that. Om Vajrasattva Samaya. A vow to light the mind. Just tell me that. Mother, guess what? What? Chicken butt. Ambrose. Shut up, Mama. Shut up. I've got to hear the score. Funny voice he's got. Mom, sports announcers have to be antsy-pantsy. Mom, you want them in a slow voice saying, he made a basket, oh joy, let's sing Kumbaya. Hey, look, Scottie Pippen soaks up a play. Jordan shot a three-pointer and made it, but Drexler can't shoot worth a blank of blank. My grandmother can shoot better than that. What's the hustle board? Oh, Mom. Look, Mama, where? There, chicken hair. Bulls lead 82-78. No, go Blazers, oh, sweet. Let them light their defense and ignite the offense. Scottie Pippen is now 0 for 3 from the line. Gnarly. See somebody's fist in the screen? Awesome. I mean, down to the wire. You heard the man. This fourth quarter is going to be interesting. Sweet. Finally, I needed to tell you about the trip to the hospital. Wrath that could be queen, not doubt, solves it like surgeon whose knife is Himalayan, whose knife aberrants you, twist, down, crumble, go bleak under blade. Enter his doctoring charnel ground right now. Metal or edge to be born to, blind to. They cover my eyes with an antiseptic plastic mask. Hospital sky blue. All wrath tenses blind to boundary. Space, is it, or just space? What jackal lingers there, and knife turn again to drink ventricle, metal to bone? What soft was it flesh got made love to just a mite before and sings its pleasure cry? To kill, to cure. It lies on any edge you care a mention. Break, sigh, blood, ink, settle, restitute mores. Your custom is a clutch. Hand, no jewelry, swings up to beat him back. Face, no makeup allowed, grimaces and twists its smile to contort him further. Dear surgeon, doctor, God, I have not really sinned. And the Arab girl's tumor, as recorded by Roman analyst Theodorus Sicilius, bursts open to reveal male genitals. She changes her name, dons men's clothes, and joins the cavalry. Don't take this breast underneath. A man. Oh, how many times, oh, doctor, trick, blood, sheet, money, leave the room. How many times, doctor, send the bill? Can I go? Send the bill. Can I go? How many times, doctor, send the bill tomorrow? Can I go? Right now, send it. Right now, I want to go now. Let me go. Die a death. Itemize, charge. I go now. Unstrap me. Let me go. Exist on cold slab who I called back. Ancestor, ancestor, who called wrought steel surgical a war. I cry to my ancestors, and then I cry to them, revenge. The maritime Koryak took ordinary stones instead of wives, dressed them in clothes, and took them to bed to caress. I dress the cold stone in the hospital gown, place it quietly on the operating table, and leave the room to blunt the knife. Thanks for being patient with that. It's sort of what I've been working on the most, and I like to read from it, but I never know when to stop. So, thank you. Okay, I think I'll do a few things with tape accompaniment. Just take me a minute here. Do you have the Said So song? On tape, the Said So song. Okay. getting myself here.
They said, must not,
Must not
be said.
be said.
They said it.
They said it.
Must not.
Must not.
Must not.
Must not
Be said.
be said.
Must not.
Must not.
Must not.
Must
Must
not
not
be said.
They settled it.
They
Way
settled
leading
it.
to a
Way
future
leading
greatly
to a
acquired.
future
Way
tense.
leading to a future tense. Must not.
Must not.
Said so.
Said so.
Said not.
Said not.
Will not.
Will not.
I said,
I
I'm
said,
throwing the words around. I said,
I'm throwing the words
I
around.
said, something
is forming.
I
Something
said, I'm
is
throwing the
forming.
words around.
Something is forming.
Make it to me.
Make it to me, 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 to heal me up again.
Make it to me.
Make it to me, 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 to heal me up again.
Said, I'm spilling the words around. Said,
I'm spilling the words around.
Said, I'm spilling the words around.
Tell sky I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Tell
sky
sky I'm coming.
They
Our
are this old
world
getting busy with trouble.
now.
They are getting busy with trouble.
This old world.
Getting busy with trouble. This world now heal it up again.
Make it to me, 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 to heal me up again.
Make it to me.
Make it to me, 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 heal me up again.
I said
I'm throwing the words around. I said I'm throwing the words around. Something is forming.
will be.
Something is
Said
forming.
now. Said so. Will be. Make it to me.
Make it to me, 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 heal me up again.
Make it to me.
Make it to me, 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 to heal me again. It's a little hard to hear up here. And the next is didgeridoo Aboriginal music. This is a sort of prayer for all those with AIDS sickness. Just a kind of chant. Can pick up and start at any point. Lover, may I be in you, travel in your body like fire. May I be in you, may I take you, touch you, and you touch me gently inside like fire. And will you, and will you, and may I, and may I? May the chemistry be good inside a fire. This is the elements speaking together. Earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water, earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. And pray they be clean in you, pray they be clean in me, pray it be clean in you. The water is good, pray it is rising, good in me, in you, fire rising. We lie on the earth. Your breath is of everyone who has ever lived. May the breath be transformed into fresh air for anyone who lives. And these are the elements speaking in us of earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water, earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. I say, gather me in your wind, your fire, your air. We pant like the good machine together. Heave together. We are the mammals just coming out of water to air. We are the maps to every nerve center of our happy bodies. Earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water, earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. May fire clean and burn what was our separation. Throw the past in the fire, and what will happen next? I spoke first saying, may I, and may I, and may you, and you speak second. River wanting to rise in me. Earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water, earth, earth, air, fire, fire, water, water. And may it not be violent. May it be in agreement. May the elements be transforming. May your mind be present as you drink each other in. And my mind here as I sup on you. Speech turns to the primal noise of pleasure. The first vowels, they wake the enemy of bled making. With A and O and E and you. Earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. And may there be no destruction. May we charm the elements at the gateway. May they work for us. May they work for you. May we dedicate this act to all those in sex sickness and spread the merit in myriad directions. Earth, earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. Earth, air, air, fire, fire, water, water. A, O, E, U, I. It's supposed to go down gradually. Apologize for the tapes. It'd be fun to have some live musicians here, but if I lived in town, I'd get it together. This is Elliot Greenspan tape. Turn it up a little bit. You know it's raining poison, it's coming down. All you gotta do is check it out and look around. But you've got your ticket, you've paid some dues, so why've you got the Kali Yuga blues? Prices soar, nothing's free, and no one's gonna hear your plea. Oh, help me, Yahweh, Mohammed, Christ. Forget it, baby, they're all on heavenly ice. The Kali Yuga blues. The Kali Yuga blues. The Kali Yuga blues. Kali Yuga blues. Leaders lying, just making business deals, and everyone complaining. Nothing really congeals, and your heart is aching. Your lover ain't home, car battery gone dead, and they disconnect the phone. The Cold War's over, but the globe is heating up. Babies dying everywhere, mamas cracking up, and mean fantasies start to warp your mind. You'd like to pull your life together, you just don't have the time. The Kali Yuga blues. Kali Yuga blues. Kali Yuga blues. The Kali Yuga blues. Time is running out. It's irreversible, they say, but I'm a dissipative structure, and I want to get my way. Exchange your energy with mine, and we'll just keep going. Find utopia on the planet Mars, and call it a happy home. Life's so complicated, hot and cold, night and day, and the dark ages are upon us in every conceivable way. And my head is so tired, I've been thinking too hard. Meanwhile, the planet's dying, oh, listen to this bard. I tried to warn my mama, she died in pain and grief. And daddies left the inner city to find some inner peace. And brothers trying to make it in hungry ghost Hollywood. And my child craves another video game and some bad, cheap food. The Kali Yuga blues. The Kali Yuga blues. The Kali Yuga blues. You know it's raining poison, it's coming down. All you gotta do is check it out and look around. But you've got your ticket, you've paid some dues, so why've you got the Kali Yuga blues? This last piece is called Eyes in All Heads to be Looked Out of, which is a line from the poet Charles Olson, which is quoted in here. Eyes in all the heads to be looked out of, no hierarchies, but natural ones, nor infinite. In the sense of eternal, no such many as mass, there are only eyes in all heads to be looked out of. Formed a new beast today, eye of hawk, heart of lion, radar of bat, crossed the psychic threshold, the same old set of eyes. So many layers in one way of working, and you, the other, you open every one of them. You make me exist, chipper by the doorway, despondent for heartbreak's sake. I am the weather when it breaks and destroys. stroke my sleeping fur, appease me, or I'll deracinate your calm. My other has shown his many face, weak, selfish, you see him around women. I am the idiot too, but will measure myself against the most beautiful in you, and fail or not, the eye will come out of joint to be destroyed. I sign on the line for this thinking of Cambodia, devastated continuously by war. The lightning crackles over my head and turns to angry pellets. Ariadne of Naxos turns her head to attack the aria and floats above Libyan headlines, crossing the line of death. Someone is waiting for me. Someone is approaching from the opposite direction. I can summon him up. I'll pull off his mask. I got this power when I wasn't looking. Between two moments, I fell out of into what was like a noise, a hum of colored seed syllables that jump on wavelengths and charge down to the basement to the colored rooms, which only exist to think of feeding Nicaragua. I promise to light more fires till death. This is the arrogant voice of a thirsty traveler who came through centuries to meet you, standing in the feeble posture of the attention position. Yours in the ranks of the phalanx appearing, now on the tarmac outside. Oh, get in line, pick up the weapons, the branches and brushes, the ankhs, the heart sutras, the wheels of time, the precious jewels, the precious ministers, the precious speech. The oppressed and the oppressor can meet at last. And when I heard my old poetry teacher speak, it was like the voice of rain, and I received it always in the guise of earth. Not a guise, but gauze that keeps us from each other, because we are two, me up against the world of you, alone, alone, separate, popped into this illusion to clarify speech, into this speech, clarify speech. I'm here, too many eyes in one head. I see, I was there, I was never there. Eyes in all the heads to be looked out of. No hierarchies but natural ones, nor infinite Charles Olson in the sense of eternal. No such many as mass. There are only eyes in all the heads to be looked out of. Windows on terror. Windows on lovemaking, windows on any battlefield, windows on the stars. The gate to the temple is a monstrous roar. I'll aim this at myself and be it a trajectory clean to the force of things. Look at me, pass under and bow. I bow to the goddess of texture. I bow to the goddess of thunder and electricity. I bow to the goddess of rock and of coral. I bow to the goddess of desire and selfless love. I see this is not arguable as theory. It is refutable, but in the sense I proclaim, I see, you can cut me back and I'll grow back on you. Not a curse. This is the way it is, proclaiming, I see, and in this cutting room, cut the root, torment, cut sorrow, long way down, cut like chill to bone, break off all talk, cut root thought, cut time, don't cling, cut light, cut it out, her cut up manner slays me, don't fixate on that one, cut heart and through you and into you, cut, I'm crazy Miss Linda Longcake, crazy Miss Linda Longcake, please come to a white courtesy phone, cut one hell of a ride, say sa, cut the fool of you, cut the tooth of you, cut the truth of you, whatever the version of you, cut the quick of you, clear of decisions, cut defense budget, blackening oxygen, cut historical action, personal failings, cut tight coil of ignition of guts in abdomen, cut animal lassitude, cut carnal money, cut his presence a demon to me now, and in a hoarse, chewed voice, cut in the voice of a toothless hag, cut in the voice of I was a girl, cut in the voice of Aphrodite in arms, cut in the voice of one possessed, cut in the voice of a small one breathing through the eye of a needle, cut. Thank you.